I'd like to welcome everybody today. We're going to start the ceremony with a few words from our Honorable Mayor Stansel. So, podium is yours.
Thank you, John. What a beautiful fall day we have today. We are blessed with the fall weather and the fact that we can come together as a community to celebrate together. We're so fortunate to have our own city fire department as well as a rural fire department. And I think Bill Watts is with us someplace. I think I saw him from the rural department.
He's at the table.
Is there anybody else from the rural fire department today? We thank you for all your work and your cooperation with the city fire department. And I see all of our volunteers, so for just a moment, if all the volunteers would just kind of wave and say, hey, here I am, or whatever. Look at all these great fire people. We've got Paula here from the auxiliary with all of her auxiliary members, so they should all wave too if you're here, and give them a big hand. Wow. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of volunteer help to make something like this a very special day in our community. We're fortunate to have John Kachanik as the leader of our department. He leads by example, and we're disagreeing with me. And what I like about John, he has a great sense of humor. We try to understand each other's humor most of the time, and we just want to do what's best for the city of Havana. And whatever it may be, we know that we can count on all of you to help us. Helping hands makes a community. We want to thank Dynegy, and I'm sure John will too, but these beautiful engines that surround us are from the help of Dynegy, the power plant. We couldn't do all the things we do without the power plant here in our community. So I welcome you to this wonderful day of celebration in all of our lives, but especially in the community of Havana, to see all of you come together and be together. I know the firemen are a brotherhood, but since being elected mayor in 2013, I've learned that we're all sisters and brothers together because we all care about the future of Havana and how to move Havana forward at all times in a positive path. So I thank you all for coming today. I love the hot dogs and chili. I don't know who made the chili, but it was delicious, so thank you. And again, thank you to our volunteers, whether they be the men or the women who serve our community. We're very proud of all of you, very proud today to have this engine behind me. So Fred, I hope you got the picture of me. And I will say this, on a personal note, my grandson's 3, and he wants to be a fireman. And so his other grandma got him a fireman outfit that he could wear to the parade, and I should thank all the firemen for always taking us in the parade. But he thinks he's John. I think he thinks he's John Jr. He will say, Friday, I said, did you go by the fire department? He said, yeah, but John wasn't there. We didn't get to go in. So he's got the schedule now, John. He's 3, so watch it. Yeah. But thanks for all your help on the parade. Thanks for being here today. Woohoo! It's a great day for our community. Thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you.
Again, thanks Mayor Stansel for your kind words. Thanks to everybody for attending this day. To welcome Engine 13 into our firefighting fleet. Engine 13 has been in the process, building stages, planning stages, and it was finalized on September 9th after 4 years of investment and time and trying to figure out what we wanted on things. But anyway, at the end of this ceremony, she'll be placed into service and begins her long history with our community. The fire department is steeped in traditions, from bell services to the way that we receive fire calls. A fire department wet down is one of those traditions. The wet down signifies the welcoming of new apparatus into service by the existing apparatus, and it is symbolic with the washing off the newness and breaking it in with its first official bath. At this time, Truck 10 will welcome Engine 13 with the washdown. Tradition is the first tank of water. This tank of water is typically given to the new engine by the one it is replacing. The one engine 13 replaced actually is now in service in Oklahoma, so it is by tradition taking engine 14's place. This gesture, by giving it its first tank of firefighting water, is symbolic to blood brothers or passing of the baton. It is fitting that engine 13 carried the first tank of water from engine 14. So at this time, we will fill 13 with 14 water.
See that hose? It's going to expand. See it? See it get big with the water? Now it's getting water in the from that.
Although engine 14 is not being retired, but rather moved down the line in response, it is worthy to note how well it has served our community since October of 1992 when it was delivered. It has been our first new engine since 1992, and as many of the apparatus in the past, it has had some noble and historic fires. I think after looking back, this one probably served its community with the most historic fires out of all of them in our department history. But some of the fires that she fought at were the Western Auto Hackman fire down on Main Street, which actually we only had it for 4 months. The Farmers Insurance fire, which is where Ace Hardware is at now. Moe's Restaurant, Townhouse Restaurant, and many, many other emergency calls. She has served us well and will continue to do so on a reduced role. At this time, I'd like to welcome Pastor Williams up to do a blessing of the rig.
As we meet this afternoon, we bring together some great traditions. We will do what firefighters have done for years, stand in pride before a new piece of equipment, lovingly cared for by those who brought it to its current state of readiness. We can now see and touch the product of their efforts and know that it brings with it a great blessing for us just to be here. When we talk of blessing, something we are also brought into the company of those who cannot immediately see. The firefighters who preceded us, who called for divine help as they met the challenges of firefighting during their time in history. A blessing begins with a view that we live with many unknowns. So we call upon God to guide and protect us under all circumstances. Thus, I lead us through a blessing. We will use 3 traditional elements to invite our deeper spiritual selves to enter into a sacred space: the Word, water, and oil. Let us hear the words of Psalm 121, an ancient prayer for protection given to us through the Hebrew tradition. I look up to the mountains. Does my strength come from the mountains? No, my strength comes from God, who made heaven and earth and mountains. The Lord won't let you stumble. Your guardian God won't fall asleep. Not on your life. God won't fall asleep. God's guardian will never doze or sleep. God's your guardian right at your side to protect you. The sun will not harm you by day nor the moon by night. God guards you from every evil. God guards your very life. The maker of heaven and earth guards you when you leave and when you return. God guards you now. God guards you always. From the Christian, Islamic, and Jewish traditions, we take water to use it to make other items sacred. So we're going to have a little movement of this process. With this water, yes, I did just do that. I bless the heart of the Havana Fire Department's new family member, E13. May the water that is pressurized and dispensed from this pump during times of disasters bring relief, healing, and consolation to all those who are suffering. With this water, I bless the now unknown crews who will work from this truck. I ask that God keep your firefighters alert and focused during their difficult hours, that they stay refreshed, and that they realize that their presence here is soothing water to those who are suffering from unexpected tragedies. From the Jewish, Islamic, as well as Christian traditions, oil has a special place. Long before the days of scientific medicine, the medicinal qualities of natural oil were known. For centuries, by fire. For this afternoon, oil becomes a symbol of healing. The Maltese cross also becomes a symbol of healing. Check your uniform arm patch or on your uniforms on the side, on your front, wherever it's on the front of you guys right now. The Maltese cross, it has the logo of the Maltese cross on it, and it defines itself there. I dare to say that every firefighting group in the country uses the Maltese cross as a central part of their department emblem. The Maltese cross was created by the Knights of Malta, a medieval order dedicated more to bringing healing to the battlefield than the sword. When distilled mineral spirits paved the way for fire to become the terrorist weapon of this day, the Knights of Malta wrapped the burned battle casualties in their own clothes, brought them to safe haven, and treated the burn victims with oil and healing herbs. Over centuries, the Maltese cross has evolved into a symbol of service and healing. May all the firefighters who are called to service in this cab be brought under your protection, God of compassion. Give them the confidence they need in difficult situations, ground them in an awareness of their special calling, and help them to leave behind petty differences and focus on teamwork, integrity, and concern for the suffering. Grant safety in all operations, God of love. Be with those who climb the high ladder. Keep them safe. May their capacity to work confidently at great heights be blessed by you. May their courage and ingenuity enable them to rescue those who are paralyzed by fear. Only you, God, know what challenges the future will bring to our new firefighting equipment. I therefore place this entire truck under your special care and concern, asking that you exercise a constant watch over all aspects of its operation. Only you, God, know who will be called to duty in this truck and what challenges that duty will present. Be with our firefighters as they meet every challenge. Be with them in a visible way. Guide, direct, and assist them always in their work. Keep them from harm and return them home safely to their families. In your precious Son's name, Amen.
Thank you, Pastor. Lastly, a life in the fire service is closely associated with the ringing of a bell. Traditionally, the bell that sounds that begins a tour of duty. By the bell sounding on E13, it will begin its official tour of duty. Mayor Stadtholt, would you please ring the bell? Thank you to everybody who attended today.